Hello friends, I made this farm. My name is Lauren, and today I'm back with another Indie Oracle deck review. Today's deck, the Vessel Oracle. So before we get into it, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this with someone you love, hate, and or lust after. And lastly, if you've never been here, hi, hello, my name is Lauren. I like to talk about astrology, tarot, all those sort of things. I am an artist myself here in Lansdowne, PA, right outside of Philly. And yeah, links down below if you want to connect. I do all sorts of things, including art as ritual. But today we're here for another indie deck review. And if you saw my last collective tarot reading, I ended the reading with this particular deck. And this, as I've said before, I am not really a oracle deck person per se. I'm very picky with my oracle decks. So today I wanted to share a favorite of mine, but also with the caveat that oracle, tarot, these are all very personal. So if you don't really like what I have to say about a certain deck, that's fine. I think ultimately the art might not be everybody's taste when it comes to this deck, and that's very understandable. It's a very outsider art-esque looking deck. It's not necessarily the most pretty, but you know how we love that sort of shit here. So, to start, I'm just gonna begin with this box. So this is the box of this deck. It's a pretty nice box, and honestly, it's gotten pretty roughed up because I used to have this in my purse at all times. I've since downsized my purses, so I don't actually carry a deck on me all the time, but back when I did, I had another Spirit Speak deck, and I had this. So these are both Spirit Speak decks, and the artist is Mary Elizabeth Evans. On the back of here it says, these drawings were made in Oakland, California in 2015 by Mary Elizabeth Evans. I love you, a Spirit Speak Oracle deck. So that's kind of the outside packaging. It's a really nice package. And it's pretty secure. This is kept secure by a magnet, which made it really great for everyday on-the-go oracle deck, right? So if you wanted to throw this in your purse, it's not opening up, even though it is a pretty easy to open flap like so, right? So packaging-wise, love it. Love that this was very sturdy. I've taken it with me to Colorado, to North Carolina, Texas. I've traveled with this quite a bit. So this is a deck that I definitely love. So let's open it up and see what it is about. I will also say that this is a deck that I use for my Patreon page. So on Patreon, we have a word of the month, and I have been using this deck recently to pick our word as our theme. Now inside, there is a little booklet that explains each card, and the descriptions are pretty simple. They're straightforward. They're not very long, which I love because it's not about making this convoluted. It's about allowing the person to be present with it. So for example, there's a card in here that says, it gets better. Oh, let me explain a little more, sorry. All these cards in this oracle deck are pretty straightforward. So there are things like communication. Pretty straightforward, right? These are just words or phrases. Fire. We love to see it. Rest. Also great. So when you open up your oracle book that gives you more information, for example, in my last video in regards to the lunar eclipse that happened, I pulled the card Abundance, and it looked like that. Of course, this is in black and white in the booklet. It is in color in the cards. And it says here, you are abundant. Your cups are overflowing. Isn't it nice to be full and content? Yes. So that's it. There was really not, it's not super overwhelming with information. Self-doubt. Please be nice to yourself. You have so much to offer the world. See your true beauty. It's very upfront. It's very straightforward. This Oracle deck to me is a great companion deck to anyone who is a tarot reader. So it's very simple. This is change, and I actually really love change in this deck. The spiral, beautiful. Freedom. Now, as I said before, this is not going to be everybody's cup of tea when it comes to Oracle decks, because is it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? The art is very simple. I love simple. But it's also, in a word, poorly drawn. Support, love support. So is everyone going to look at this Oracle deck and go, that's for me, fam? No, because this is going to be very particular to whoever is looking at it. You're either going to feel like, yes, I really enjoy the simplicity and the roughness of these drawings, or you're going to be like, wow, they put this out. Which I would say, yes, they did put it out. Romance. It's just so good. So I am a big fan of this. I'm also a big fan of the simplicity. I like the back of the cards. It really makes sense for what is the imagery behind it. So yeah, to me, this is a great deck. It's simple. It's to the point. We're not mixing words or trying to figure out something that seems complex or, ooh, power is good. Or seems like, oh, this is your angel guide from the 7th sphere of heaven, blah, 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 and it represents joy. Like, no. If that's your cup of tea, no fucking hate your way, but I'm going to be honest here. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I like it straightforward to a certain extent. You know, if it's more naturey, we can keep it very vague, because then we can like connect with plant energies or like stations of the world. But like, sometimes you just need a little poorly drawn thing to tell you about how you're feeling. Sometimes you just need some esoteric but very straightforward shit. Move on. Love it. So yeah, the caveat to all of this is this a deck that I recommend? 10 out of 10. Love this deck. It is easy for me to read. I usually don't even use this, which is kind of like my whole thing. I do love that it fits in the box. It's a nice size deck. It's pretty small, so it makes it a great travel companion to your little tarot cards. But let me be honest here. Do I think everyone who sees this deck is going to want it? No, because this art is very particular. But that's just the thing, baby. That's just the thing. It doesn't have to be your cup of tea. I'm not going to try and convince you otherwise. But if you're looking for a straightforward tarot deck, oracle deck, that isn't going to sit there and give you some frou-frou, fluffy bullshit. You want something that can be a daily pull for like journaling. You want something to go with your current tarot practice as just like an added bonus. This is a good bonus. These are the bonus features. These are the behind the scenes shit you want. Because not every card is like super positive, babes. That's okay, because not every day is super positive. And anxiety, I think so. Connect. Fuck me, man. That looks fucking dope. I love the triangle. I love the people. So yeah, that's my final thoughts. This to me is a 10 out of 10 Oracle deck. It's straightforward. It's not so fluffy and like heartfelt, but it has some really good good cards to have you reflect on things more positively or reflect on how your mind might be getting ahead of you. So with that said, what do you think? Have you actually used this deck before? Do you have any of the other decks by this artist? I have three. I have three decks by this artist, so I will say I am kind of a big fan of their style, of how rough and how playful, how authentic and unabashedly honest it is. Vessel is a deck for you if you want something real and to the point. Also, something you can take with you when you're traveling, when you're going to see friends, family. If you're looking for a deck for yourself before Thanksgiving, as like a little reflection as you're dealing with, you know, weird shit, treat yourself. You can find this deck on Etsy. Vessel Oracle deck. Google it, find it, get it. It's a great deck for the holidays for yourself so that you have a nice little tool of self-reflection because you fucking deserve it. And let's pull one card before I close out this review. Let's see. Communication, babes. So I hope I got my point across. I hope you can see how much I love this deck. I hope that if you do get this deck, you enjoy it as well. And yeah, let me know down below. What do you think? Do you have this deck? Do you like this artist? Are you totally like turned off by it? Because I have a few friends, especially artist friends, who do not like it. That's fine. Because I do love it. But anyway, that's my whole spiel, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.